times when we have a more narrow rib cage angle, which I see a lot with postpartum moms, struggling to get that full exhalation. So we're in that rib flared position. So more of that, the ribs are in more external rotation. So thinking about as we inhale, we kind of open ourselves up, we're in more of that external rotation, and as we exhale for the ribs, we think internal rotation. But sometimes we're stuck in that ribs flared position or fight or flight, and we need to learn how to get a complete exhale, but without clamping down on our rib cage and our upper abs and pushing pressure down. So we can try and experiment with a couple different breathing techniques to help us get that full exhale while keeping everything nice and open. So this can vary per person, but I'm going to go over two different strategies. One is humming with that exhale, and then on the inhale, sort of a reverse waterfall. The goal with this, honestly, is that we're able to get in an inhale without pulling air in with our neck and our accessory muscles. So this can be really helpful for getting that nice inhale. When we're breathing, we want to think about breathing air into our chest and into our clavicle area, because these ribs often get really tight and constricted, and it's harder for us to get air up here without blowing out the belly and flaring out the ribs. So I'm setting up in just a supine on my back position. Sometimes I like placing my feet on top of like a foam pad or something, because this is going to passively bring me into a little bit more of a posterior tilt, so I'm not fighting gravity so much to maintain my rib cage position. So if you find that helpful, you can definitely set your feet up on a foam pad and put something behind your head to kind of rest. This is just going to help you maintain a good position so you don't have to work so hard. So we'll first start with the humming. So as I inhale, I'm thinking about expanding that 360 degrees, and as I inhale, I want to make sure I'm not seesawing, so my back isn't lifting off the ground with my inhale. And as I exhale, I'm just going to hum. Hum, you can go as loud or as soft as you want depending on where you are, but just humming to passively get all that air out without feeling like we have to work so hard. So I'll just go through a couple breaths. So you're essentially humming, and so you can't hum anymore because you've let all the air out of the body. Then inhale again. We'll add the layer of the reverse waterfall now, and you can combine the two or just stick to one. For the purposes of time, I'll just go through a couple breaths. So on that reverse waterfall, thinking about almost slow little inhales, so we can slowly expand up into different parts of the rib cage. So I'm going to think about a nice inhale, pause, inhale, pause, inhale, pause. Hold it until I really feel like the exhale needs to happen. Last time, inhale, pause. Try to think about really breathing into that upper clavicle area. And then exhale, hum or all the air. You're really humming until all that air leaves the body and you feel like you really need to take that inhale. Breathing into this part, maybe even expanding laterally into your hands. And then exhale all the air with either the humming or just a nice ha exhale. So ultimately that exhale should get our abs on, but we want to be able to just do so. Maybe even adding that humming just for helping us facilitate getting all that air out. And it's also a little relaxing. So now we're gonna apply this into like a core exercise, placing my palms on the ground, flat below, and I'm gonna think about inhaling into this space I just created without blowing out the belly. Exhale. Gonna lift one leg up. I can do the hum, or I can just do that. Now I'm gonna inhale into my chest again. And I want to be able to maintain this sort of march position without flaring out the ribs. Taking a nice inhale. Exhale. The lower the feet are towards the ground, the harder it's going to be, or you can be at that more 90-90 tabletop position. So inhaling into the chest. Exhale from the bottom up. Inhale into the chest. Exhale. So ultimately, we want to make sure that we're not flaring through the rib cage. We're able to maintain that stack, and we're able to inhale and breathe into this chest area that's super tight most of the time. And we want to feel our low abs. So it's that exhale from the bottom up. We don't want this to be all upper abs. So that also would indicate that we're probably flaring our rib cage. To really feel your abs working here. So that is going through that humming and the reverse waterfall inhale. So if you struggle to get an exhale, struggle to feel your abs on that exhale, give a couple of those strategies a try, because getting that full exhale is going to be a key component to us feeling our abs, getting in a good position, and taking that to other higher level activities.